Good morning, everyone. Here's a look at our picture of the day. This is of a thunderstorm with a rainbow sent in by Mandy out in Manita on our WSLS.com/pin it page. You see the rainbow here. It's very small, very brief, but you also see an anvil cloud here, which is denoting the transition from the troposphere to the stratosphere, which is where the tropopause occurs. And so you have, instead of cooling air with altitude, you have warming air with altitude. So that switch over in the temperature profile doesn't allow clouds to really go above that level. So really cool picture. Thank you, Mandy, for sending this in. If you have a weather-related picture you'd like to share with us, you can go to WSLS.com/pinit to share your photo. This morning, we're not really dealing with too much cloud cover out there, maybe some partly cloudy conditions in some neighborhoods. We've also got a little bit of patchy fog building into parts of the highlands and maybe portions of the New River Valley, primarily in some low-lying areas. So as you head out the door this morning, not too bad of a start. It is a little bit mild out there. We will warm up into the 80s by the 9 o'clock hour, and then eventually this afternoon we'll get back into the 90s. So 93 for the Highlands and Roanoke Valley, 94 for the Lynchburg, 95 for Southside, and the New River Valley gets to about 88 degrees. You pair the heat with the humidity, and you get the real feel, or the heat index value, 100 degrees between the hours of 2 and 6 p.m. I think some spots like Southside and Lynchburg will actually get to maybe 102, 103, possibly even 104 for the real feel this afternoon, while areas like the New River Valley and the Highlands stay in the mid to upper 90s for the real feel. Going into tonight, temperatures will gradually begin to decline once that sun sets between about 8:30 and 9 o'clock. We'll have mostly fair skies. Some clouds will develop as well as some patchy fog by tomorrow morning, but mild temperatures will be kicking off our weekend. Now moving into the weekend, that area of high pressure that we've been talking about, that heat dome, eventually moves very close by and continues to bring some oppressive heat into the area. This is going to provide some sinking air, which is actually going to keep skies mostly clear for the south and east, but we are wedged between two areas of high pressure. There's actually another one way off to our north, which is wedging in some cooler and moister air to our north, which will aid in the potential for some showers and storms as we head into the weekend. So both days and both afternoons, both Saturday and Sunday, feature about a 30 to 40% chance of rain. Just some pop-up showers, perhaps some big-time storms could get going as we head into the back half of each day this upcoming weekend. But nonetheless, it's going to be hot. The real feel is going to be well into the triple digits. Saturday, 104 for the Roanoke Valley, 108 for Sunday, still feeling like 105 and 106 on Monday and Tuesday of next week. So the big time heat is going to be building in not just this afternoon, but for the next several afternoons. And as we have a look at your 7-day forecast, we're continuing to monitor temperatures getting up into the upper 90s by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week for the Roanoke Valley, with limited rain chances for Tuesday and Wednesday. So going to be hot out there. If you recall, just a couple of weeks ago, we were dealing with some oppressive heat out there where the wind was actually blowing a little bit, but it was just blowing around hot air. That's when you know that it is really steamy outside. It's also really oppressively hot out there when you have the wind blowing, and there's really not much relief. Here's a look at the New River Valley's forecast for the next 7 days, right around that 90-degree mark. Again, the real feel between about 95 and 100.